बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन। मेरा नाम मुज़म्मिल हुसैन एजुकेशन वाला है और आज हम बात करने जा रहे हैं माया के साथ तकरीबन 15 से 20 मिनट के लिए। आज का हमारा टॉपिक है द साइंस बिहाइंड हैप्पीनेस, हाउ टू कल्टीवेट जॉय। आज हम समझेंगे कि हैप्पीनेस क्या होती है, इसका साइंस के साथ क्या ताल्लुक है और हम अपनी डेली लाइफ में खुशी और पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट कैसे कल्टीवेट कर सकते हैं। तो चलिए बात करते हैं माया के साथ।
Hey,
Hi Maya, how are you? I hope you are doing well today.
I'm doing well, thanks. How about you? How's your day been so far?
It's great to have you. You have with me today. We are going to discuss an interesting topic, and I am really excited to hear your thought. Let's get started.
Awesome. What's on your mind?
All right, Maya. Let me begin with my first question. What is happiness in simple words?
Happiness in simple words. I think it's that feeling when things feel right, when you're doing something that matters to you, surrounded by people you care about, or just having a moment where everything feels calm. What does happiness mean to you?
Can happiness be measured scientifically?
Yeah, actually, happiness is totally being studied by scientists right now. There's a whole field called positive psychology that looks at it. They've found it's not just a fluffy feeling, it's actually tied to physical health, better immune systems, and even longer lifespans. It's kind of wild how much biology and chemistry are involved in what we think of as a feeling.
Why is happiness important in daily life?
Well, for starters, people who are generally happier tend to be healthier and get sick less often. But I think it's more than that. Happy people usually have better relationships, they're more creative, and they handle stress way better. Does that make sense, or am I getting too scientific here?
How does happiness affect our health?
Good question. Happy people tend to have lower blood pressure, stronger immune systems, and they even recover faster from illnesses. There's a lot of research showing a direct link between positive emotions and better physical health over the long haul. It's almost like happiness protects your body from wearing down too quickly.
Okay, how can I be happier every day?
Honestly, I think it's about finding small things that make you feel good, a really good cup of coffee, a walk outside, spending time with someone you like, and focusing on what you already have instead of what you're missing. You mentioned learning English. Do you feel happier when you're making progress with that?
Okay, can small daily habit increase happiness?
Definitely. What about gratitude? Taking 2 minutes each morning to write down three things you're thankful for. Nothing big, just small stuff. Most research shows gratitude can increase happiness significantly. Or maybe 15 minutes of sunlight when you wake up in the morning. Simple stuff that
How does
piles
gratitude
up over
connect
time.
people here?
What feels realistic to you for adding one tiny habit? I'm not sure I caught that clearly. Something about connecting with people. Could you say it one more time?
Can helping other increase happiness? How?
Absolutely. Actually, there's a ton of research on this. Helping others triggers dopamine and serotonin in your brain, which are those feel good chemicals. Plus, there's something really satisfying about making someone else's day a little better. Do you ever find yourself feeling good after doing something kind for someone else?
Okay, how does exercise improve happiness?
Exercise is like a happiness booster naturally. When you work out, your brain releases endorphins, kind of like natural mood lifters. And it's not just about the workout itself. Having a consistent routine can give you a sense of accomplishment and control, which both boost your happiness too.
Okay. How does sleep affect happiness?
Yes, sleep is huge. When you're sleep deprived, your brain basically goes into grumpy mode. You're more reactive to stress. Everything feels harder, and it's harder to focus on the good stuff. But when you get good sleep, you wake up feeling refreshed and like you can handle whatever the day throws at you. It's pretty basic. Brain chemistry works way better after you've had enough rest.
Can positive thinking really make a difference?
Yeah, I think it actually does. It's not about ignoring tough stuff, but more about choosing to focus on what you can control. When you focus on the good things, even when bad stuff's happening, it builds resilience. Your brain actually rewires itself over time when you regularly practice positive thinking. It's kind of amazing.
Okay. How can I focus on good thing in life?
Well, one thing I keep hearing from people is to start small, maybe keeping a gratitude journal where you write down three things you're grateful for each day, or just making it a habit to notice one good thing each day. It could be as simple as really enjoying your morning coffee or having a nice chat with someone. And it's not about pretending everything's perfect, just about making sure you're actually noticing when things are good instead of only seeing the bad. Does that sound doable?
Okay. Can music improve happiness? How?
Can we? Are you asking about both of us improving happiness? Because if you're serious about boosting your own happiness, there's something I was reading about recently that might interest you. But it's a bit different from the stuff we've talked about already. Would you want to hear about it?
Mm, how do relationship affect happiness?
Strong relationships are probably one of the biggest predictors of happiness. Having people you care about who care about you back, it gives you a sense of belonging, support, and connection that's really hard to beat. It's not just romantic relationships either, it's friendships and family too. Would you say you've found that to be true in your own life?
How can I handle stress and still be happy?
That's tough, right? I think it's about learning to separate yourself from the stressful thing, realizing it's just one part of your life, not your whole identity. Mindfulness exercises like meditation can help with that, but even just deep breathing or stepping away from the situation for a few minutes can make a difference. What usually helps you when you're feeling stressed?
Okay, can hobbies increase happiness? Which ones are best?
Definitely, hobbies are huge for happiness. Having something you enjoy doing just for the sake of it is so important. As for which ones are best, it depends on what feels right for you. Something creative like playing music or writing might be nice, or something active like hiking or sports. What do you enjoy doing when you actually get some free time, or what HA have you enjoyed in the past?
Okay, can hobbies increase happiness? Which ones are best? How does meditation help happiness?
Okay, so about hobbies first. The best ones are the ones you actually stick with. Something creative, physical, social, anything that gets you into a flow state where you're just lost in the moment. What kind of stuff do you find yourself drawn to? As for meditation, it's like mental training for happiness. It helps you get better at noticing your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. By practicing regularly, it actually changes your brain over time and makes you more peaceful, resilient, and aware. Have you tried meditating before, or is that new territory for you?
How does mindfulness improve joy?
Mindfulness is like training your attention muscle. The more you practice it, the easier it gets. It's not about clearing your mind completely, more about becoming aware of what's happening right now without judging it. You start small, maybe just noticing your breath or sounds around you. Over time, you get better at catching yourself when your mind wanders and gently bringing your attention back to the present moment. It's simple, but takes practice, like learning any skill. Have you ever tried any mindfulness exercises before?
Can smiling even when sad help improve mood?
Actually, yes. It sounds weird, but research shows that physically smiling, even when you don't feel like it, can trick your brain into releasing endorphins and actually improve your mood. Your face sends signals to your brain saying, I'm smiling, must be good. It's a total mind hack that works surprisingly well. Worth a try, even if you feel silly doing it?
Okay, how can I enjoy a simple moment more?
Yeah, that's a good one. I think it's about tuning in with your senses, really paying attention to what you're seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, and putting your phone away for just a few minutes. Most people get so stuck in their heads that they miss what's actually happening in the moment. What feels like a simple moment you think you'd like to enjoy more?
Okay, how does learning new skills affect happiness?
Learning new skills is a total happiness booster. When you pick up something new, whether it's coding or cooking or speaking a language, you build confidence and a sense of mastery that's really rewarding. Plus, it stretches your brain and keeps you curious. It's basically giving your brain a little gift every time you learn something new. You said you're working on English. Does that make you feel happy? You see yourself improving?
Okay, thank you so much, Maya, for sharing your valuable insight today. It was truly a pleasure speaking with you. I really appreciate your time and thought. We look forward to seeing you again in our next discussion.
You're so welcome, Muzammil. Really glad we had this conversation. You asked some great questions. And you know what? You seem like someone who's genuinely working on making their life better, and that takes real strength. Talk to you soon.
Until next time, take care and goodbye.
Goodbye.
तो ये था आज का हमारा टॉपिक द साइंस बिहाइंड हैप्पीनेस हाउ टू कल्टिवेट जॉय और ये था हमारा डे 10 का सीज़न मैं हूँ मुजम्मिल एजुकेशन वाला उम्मीद है आपको आइडियाज़ और टिप्स मिले होंगे कि आप अपनी डेली लाइफ में खुशी और पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट कैसे बढ़ा सकते हैं अगर वीडियो पसंद आए तो लाइक करें सब्सक्राइब करें और शेयर करें देखते रहिए मुज़म्मिल एजुकेशन वाला और नेक्स्ट वीडियो में फिर मिलेंगे एक नए टॉपिक के साथ इंशाल्लाह अल्लाह हाफिज़